Hi everyone, my name is Becca. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm here with my Reading Rush TBR. I'm so excited. It's almost Reading Rush time. I've only got a couple more days. It's gonna be fantastic. I cannot wait for this readathon. I have been participating in this readathon ever since it began, when it was first named Booktubeathon, and then a few years back they changed it to Reading Rush, and I think to be all inclusive, and I think it's just amazing and I love it. The Reading Rush is created and hosted by Ariel Bissett and Raylene. I will link Ariel's channel down below. Raylene doesn't post anymore. I'll still probably leave her channel down below because I think it's still up, just not there's no videos posted anymore to that channel. But I'll leave the readathon or the Reading Rush channel. I believe there's a channel for that. I'll leave that down below, and I'll leave the website for the Reading Rush. It's just amazing. I love this readathon so much. It's huge. There's reading challenges, Instagram challenges, video challenges. There's just a lot. And it's going to be fantastic. This year, or last year they started making merch, but this year they started making reading journals for the week. And I think it's just, I'm so excited. Of course I had to buy myself a reading journal, because why not? I also bought bookmarks. Those haven't come yet, but hopefully those will be coming soon. And I need to support my girls, you know? So, I mean, the reading journal is perfect. It gives you everything, like how to participate, things you can do to take part. There is, well, last year they did read-ins where you could, if in your community you could post that you were reserving a place to do a read-in, and then hopefully people in your community would show up. This year, obviously, that's going to be a lot challenging because of the pandemic and everything, but I mean, there's still virtual read-ins, and that's always fun to look forward to. There's tips for a readathon, book recommendations, which I've read a couple of these, the reading challenges, the Instagram challenges, and the video challenges. They also have badges, which I love. I love collecting all the badges. And so this year, I mean, they're in the journal and you can color them in. I think you can still get them on the website. So you make a profile and you just put what you're reading and your badges. Yeah, like you collect your badges, and I absolutely love it. There's a looking back on years past page. We'll see if I don't have the greatest memory. Here's like the brainstorming part, so what you would do, like what you want to do for the challenges, the reading, Instagram, and video challenges. There's like a haiku page. You can make your own haiku. I'm not creative. I'm not going to be doing these. There's also a drawing page, but I think that's really nice. And then there's like a journal page for each day. So for all 7 days, there's a journal page, just how many pages you've read for the day, what are you reading, I guess like reading sessions that you've participated in, like just a journal, like you could just write what you did that day, and then what's your plan for tomorrow. And there's also a question of the day. I think that's really nice. And then finally, you can design a book cover on this page. There's your own bookmark on this page. You just cut it out. And then like your top threes. There's a word search and a crossword. That's gonna be a lot of fun for me. The wrap-up page, and then at the very back of the page, or at the very back, well, actually, is there anything else after the wrap-up? No. At the very back, you can write your reviews for all the books that you've read. So, I think it's really neat. I'm definitely going to be using this for the week, and every year that they make these, I'm definitely going to be collecting them because I'm going to have so much fun. Alright, so, before we get to the challenges, let me just tell you what I'm actually reading right now, because technically these can fit those challenges, but I've already started them, and I'm planning to finish them by the beginning of the readathon. So if I don't, I'm going to be really mad. So first up is The Library of the Unwritten by A.J. Hackwith. I am 250 pages into this, and I literally only have like a little over 100 pages. So I am definitely planning on finishing this by Monday, so we'll see how it goes. It's Friday, so I should be finished with this over the weekend. And then the other one is From Blood and Ash by Jennifer Armentrout. I'm only that far in, so I'm 89 pages in out of like 615 or something like that. So I have a long ways to go, but for Jennifer Armentrout, I ended up reading her a lot quicker than a lot of other books. So I'm hoping to get like 300 pages in today and then finish that over the weekend, but we'll see how that goes. Okay, now we can get into the challenges. Those do fit the challenges though, but I'm not going to be using those just because I have a lot of other books I want to use. Alright, so for Instagram challenges and stuff like that, Instagram and video challenges, technically this is part of my video challenge just because this is my TBR. I always make this one every year. I don't make any other just because I'm not creative and I don't have a lot of space. Instagram challenges, again, I'm not creative and I don't have a lot of space, so I don't do those, but I look forward to seeing a lot of other people do those. It's one of the highlights of my weeks. It's one of the highlights of my week. Thank you. Now, for the reading challenges, those are always the fun part for me. And the reading challenges this week actually seem like a lot of fun. And I'm really looking forward to these. Okay, so for the first challenge, it's to read a book with a cover that matches the color of your birthstone. My birthstone is ruby. So just like a red or a dark red, like I said, that could fit. Not planning to use that though. Now I do have actually a few books that fit that, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose The Shadows Between Us by Trisha Levenseller. I technically started this a long time ago and I got like 30 pages in. I'm going to reread those 30 pages and just finish it up. It's pretty short. I think I can get through it. I've been really wanting to just read this. I've heard some good things and some bad things. I know Trisha Levenseller. I know her writing. I've liked all of her books in the past. I definitely feel like I'll love this book. I just want a fun book. I'm not looking for a book that's like profound or anything. I just want something fun. So I'm hoping to really love it. But it's about a woman named Alessandra. She's tired of being overlooked, and she has a plan to gain power. Woo the Shadow King, marry him, and then kill him and take his kingdom for herself. No one knows the extent of the freshly crowned Shadow King's power. Some say he can command the shadows that swirl around him to do his bidding. Others say they speak to him, whispering the thoughts of his enemies. Regardless, Alessandra knows what she deserves and what she's going to do everything in her power to get it. But Alessandra's not the only one trying to kill the king. As attempts on his life are made, she finds herself trying to keep him alive long enough for him to make her his queen, all while struggling not to lose her heart. After all, who better for a Shadow King than our cunning, villainous queen? It just sounds so good. And I'm really looking forward to it. So that is definitely going to fit for that. It's a darker red. It works. I also have the other two books. I have two other books that fit that, but they also fit other challenges as well. So read a book that starts with the word the. So the Shadows Between Us fits perfectly, but that's not the one I'm using. The Library of the Unwritten fits perfectly, but again, I'm not using that. So, let's see. We're going to go with The Beautiful by Renee Ahdieh. Now, this is on my monthly TBR, and I really need to read this, so definitely going to fit this in this week. I need to. So, it's definitely going to be fit in. Though, I do have, I think, a few days after the readathon. So I don't think I mentioned this. Wow, I'm so bad. The readathon is from the 20th to the 26th. So I do have a few days after the readathon to fit this in, but I'm going to do my very best to fit this in during the week. So we'll see how that goes. But again, like I have a lot of books that'll double up on challenges. So if I don't fit that in, I will for sure be getting it by the end of the month. But I'm really hoping just knock out the rest of my monthly TBR in this readathon. This one, okay, so this one's a long synopsis, but I know it's about vampires set in New Orleans in 1872, and that's about all I know. That's all I need to know. Also, I know Riley from Riley Marie loves this book, and Olivia from Olivia Reads a Latte loves this book a lot, so I'm planning to love that book as well. Alright, so the next one is read a book that inspired a movie you've already seen. So, the challenge used to be before to read and watch a book to movie adaptation, but now it's read a book that a movie you've already seen, but you haven't read the book yet. And this was hard until I remembered I could read How to Train Your Dragon by Cressida Cowell. I love the movies of How to Train Your Dragon, so I'm hoping to love the books. The audiobooks are narrated by David Tennant, so this would be perfect. And I don't think they're even that long. I'm pretty sure the audiobooks are like 10 hours long. Maybe. Probably would have. I really hate that. There it goes. Alright, so... Oh. Yeah, okay. So, what, it's only like a 4-hour long audiobook? Is it really only 4 hours? Okay. We're gonna check that for myself. Oh, I almost... Oh my god, it is. Wow. Okay, so it's only 4 hours long, so that's perfect. It'll only take me a couple hours to read it. That's perfect, actually. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to be using that. And if you've, hopefully you've seen the movies for How to Train Your Dragon, but if you haven't, they're fantastic. I love them. They're about a boy who lives in a Viking village named Hiccup. Technically, the Vikings and the dragons have been enemies, and then Hiccup meets a dragon named Toothless, and they become like best friends, and it's freaking beautiful, and I love it, and I can't wait to read the book. Okay, so the next question, or the next challenge we're going to skip for right now, and then the next one after that is to read a book completely outside of your house. Now, this one is the most controversial challenge just because we're in a pandemic. It's really hard to go outside. They completely understand that, and so they made this one easier for a lot of people, so you don't have to be outside of your house. You can read a book that technically takes place outside, or you can read a book by a window. You can listen to nature sounds while you're reading a particular book. That's fine. Just do whatever makes you more comfortable and what you can do. For me, I'm in my car a lot, and I mean a lot. I'm pretty much the designated driver for everybody in my house. So I have time to listen to an audiobook. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So How to Train Your Dragon is going to work for that challenge. It works perfectly for me. And then, okay, so the next one is to read a book in a genre that you've always wanted to read more of. I've technically only read one book in this particular genre, and I want to read so much, and that's thrillers. So I have a thriller on my monthly TBR, so I need to get this read, and that is The Sundown Motel by Simone St. James. There's red, and it starts with the. So, like I said, a lot of these fit for challenges. It's perfect. I really want to read this so bad. This is set in New York, or like, yeah, it's upstate New York, and we get a dual timeline, so 1982 and modern day, or is it something like that, or 2017. And then we follow, in 1982, we follow Viv, and she ends up working for the Sundown Motel, and one day she goes missing, and then in 2017, we have her great niece, or something like that. or it's her niece. So we follow her niece, who decides to go and work at the Sundown Motel to find out what happened to her aunt. I'm really excited for this. I just know it's going to be fantastic. I can't wait to read this. I really can't. So this is definitely on that. Okay. The last two challenges work perfectly. So the one we skipped is to read the first book that you touch. So we're going to get to that. And then the other one is to read a book that takes place on a different continent from where you live. I live in North America. It's actually kind of difficult to find books that I really want to read that don't take place in my continent. So what I'm going to be doing is manga. I have Happy Marriage Volume 6 by Maki and Joji. I have So Cute It Hurts by Go Ikiyamada. And then I have Skip Beat Volumes 1, 2, and 3 by Yoshiki Nakamura. I'm sorry. I love these mangas. I love manga. Actually, this one's volume 1. Technically, I've already started the series, but I don't remember any of it. So we're going to go back and just read volume 1 again. Because, you know, why not? And then technically Skip Beat, I'm on technically like volume 30. But I'm going back and reading them all over again because I love Skip Beat. And I need to reread them and just keep collecting the 3-in-1s. So that's going to be for me. So the first book I touch from this is going to be the one that I choose for both of these challenges. So it's going to be a little harder because I know the feel of this one, but it's fine. I'll probably like mix them up and then like throw them on my bed or something and then pick the first one that I touch. Okay? We're going to see how that goes. God, I hope that was okay. I'm trying not to like touch anything. I picked Happy Marriage Volume 6. Okay, that works perfectly because I need to finish this manga really bad. And I've really been enjoying these, so yeah. I'm really happy. This one's about Chiwa, I think her name is, yeah. Chiwa and Hokuto? I can't. What's it called? She worked for his company, and the only way for him to take over the company is to marry her. And so they end up doing a marriage of convenience and falling in love, and it's freaking beautiful, and I love it, and I cannot wait. Also, I really love the art style. I love a good, I think this is Shoujo Beat, right? No? Oh, it's a Viz Media. Oh, no, it is Shoujo Beat, yeah. So, yeah, I love a good Shoujo Beat art style and manga, so actually I think all of these were Shoujo Beat. This one is. And yeah, these are all Shoujo Beat, so yeah. I picked Happy Marriage Volume 6. I'm happy. It's going to be great. It's going to be really easy to read because I'm going to need it. Because these 3 are probably going to take up most of my time. So I have an audiobook that I'll finish in like a day. And then I'll have the manga that I'll finish in like a day. And then I'll have these 3 to focus on throughout the week. So that's perfect. Alright. So that's it for me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you again with another. Bye. Happy reading, guys.